What if everything you see, everything you touch, everything you call reality was born from a single sound? Not a metaphor, not a myth, a frequency. One that NASA has recorded echoing through the fabric of space, and that every major ancient civilization independently discovered thousands of years ago. Today we're going to ask a question that science is only beginning to understand, and that the ancients may have known all along. What if the universe didn't begin with a bang, but with a word? In 2003, NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory detected something extraordinary emanating from a black hole at the center of the Perseus galaxy cluster. Sound waves traveling through space. Waves so low, so deep, that they sit 57 octaves below middle C, completely beyond any human hearing. But when scientists translated those frequencies into a range we could perceive, the result was hauntingly, impossibly familiar. A drone, a hum, a sound that mystics have been chanting for over 4,000 years. Modern physics tells us something extraordinary. At the quantum level, matter isn't solid, it's vibration. Energy oscillating at specific frequencies. The chair you're sitting on, the air in your lungs, the synapses firing in your brain as you listen to these words. All of it is, at the most fundamental level, sound made visible. And this is precisely what the science of cymatics demonstrates. Cymatics, from the Greek chyma, meaning wave, is the study of how sound creates form. When researcher Hans Jenny filmed sand and water vibrating at different frequencies in the 1960s, the results were not what he expected. The patterns that emerged weren't random. They were geometric, precise, sacred. The Mandukya Upanishad, one of Hinduism's most ancient texts, opens with a single declaration: Om. This syllable is all this. All that is past, present, and future. All of it is simply Om. For the ancient Vedic sages, Om wasn't merely a mantra. It was the primordial vibration, the first movement of the universe from stillness into existence. The sound that preceded creation, the hum of the void before the world was born. They called it Nada Brahma. The universe's sound. On the other side of the ancient world, in Greece, Pythagoras, mathematician, philosopher, mystic, was teaching something remarkably similar. He called it the music of the spheres. The idea that the planets in their orbits produce a cosmic harmony, a sound inaudible to human ears, yet the foundational order of all reality. And the Gospel of John, written in Greek, begins not with a person, not with a place, but with a word. In the beginning was the Logos. Logos, often translated as word, but in Greek philosophy means something far deeper. The underlying rational principle that orders the universe, the pattern, the vibration, the sound that makes form possible. In ancient Egypt, the god Thoth, the divine scribe, the master of all wisdom, was said to have spoken the world into existence, not built it, not sculpted it, spoken it. The Egyptians called this Heka, sacred sound, the power of the spoken word to alter physical reality. The same power the priests used in their rituals, the same power encoded in the proportions of the pyramids themselves, which some researchers believe were designed to amplify and focus specific sound frequencies. Stop and consider what we've just seen. Civilizations separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years. No internet, no shared libraries, no way to communicate across those distances. And yet, each arrived at the same fundamental insight. Sound came first. Vibration precedes form. The universe was spoken, sung, hummed into existence. Is this coincidence? Or is it possible that these ancient cultures, through deep meditation, through precise observation of the natural world, through practices we no longer fully understand, discovered something real? Something that modern physics is only now beginning to articulate in the language of quantum mechanics and string theory? String theory, one of the most ambitious attempts in modern physics to unify all the forces of nature, proposes that the fundamental building blocks of reality are not particles. They are strings, infinitely small, one-dimensional filaments of energy that vibrate. Different vibration patterns produce different particles. Different particles combine to form atoms, molecules, matter, stars, planets, you. The universe in string theory is not made of stuff. It is made of music. We began by asking, what if the universe didn't begin with a bang, but with a word? We've seen that NASA detected sound waves echoing from a black hole, waves that mirror the frequency pattern of the ancient syllable OM. We've seen that cymatics demonstrates how sound creates form, the same geometric forms revered as sacred across every ancient culture. We've seen that from India to Egypt to Greece to Tibet. The same fundamental idea emerges, that sound is not just a feature of reality. Sound may be the source of reality. And we've seen that string theory, the most sophisticated framework modern physics has produced, describes a universe built not from matter, but from vibration. But here is the question we must sit with. If the ancient sages were right, if chanting OM connects us in some physical sense to the frequency of creation itself, what does that mean for who we are? And what does that mean for what we're capable of? These are the questions the hidden sacred exists to explore, not to give you answers, but to remind you that the questions themselves are sacred. If this journey resonated with you, if something in you recognized what we've been speaking about today, subscribe, because we're only just beginning.